Why is she even here? Someone muttered under their breath as the recruits lined up for evaluation. She's not in combat, she's paperwork. Laughter followed, low and mocking, as Captain Riley Blake walked past the row of young soldiers with her chin high and eyes locked ahead. Her sleeves were rolled up, revealing a series of tallied ink marks running from her wrist to her elbow. No one took them seriously. They assumed they were just tattoos, a cheap bluff. A dramatic attempt to look tough, because to them, she was just a logistics officer. The one who filed deployment reports and checked boxes. A paper soldier. What they didn't know was that each of those tallies marked a confirmed kill. She had stopped explaining it years ago. Every mark was earned during Black Ops missions that weren't in any official file. Every life taken was one that would have ended more if she hadn't pulled the trigger first. She didn't wear those marks for glory. She wore them to remember what silence costs. What it hides. The evaluation day was supposed to be routine. Just a mix of combat readiness tests and team-building drills. But then the inspection team arrived, led by Major Holloway, a decorated veteran known for sniffing out frauds and phonies with a single glance. He'd already grilled 3 soldiers by the time he reached her. His clipboard stopped mid-page as he looked up. "You Blake?" he asked, squinting. "Yes, sir," she replied. "You're the admin officer from Echo Command." "That's correct." He raised an eyebrow, clearly unimpressed. "What the hell are you doing at a close-quarters combat trial?" Without flinching, she raised her arm. The room quieted. Her wrist, her forearm, her hand. Covered in hash marks, grouped in 5s, burned into her skin with black ink, raw and bold. She didn't say a word, just held her arm out like a truth she had no more interest in hiding. Holloway started, then I took a step closer. His face shifted from condescension to calculation. Something flickered in his eyes. Recognition. "These marks," he started. "Everyone's real," she said. "Everyone was necessary." The silence was crushing, all the laughter from before, gone. The other soldiers shifted nervously, their smirks erased. She hadn't raised her voice. She hadn't made a scene. She just let the ink speak. The major flipped his clipboard closed. "I was in Damascus," he said quietly. 6 years ago. The Dagger 21 mission." She nodded. "So was I. Ghost unit." His eyes widened. That mission was classified. Deep black. It had gone sideways halfway through, and the only reason anyone made it out was because one sniper, never named, had taken out 5 targets from a ridge under moonlight, buying the entire team time to exfil. "You," he whispered. "That was you." She nodded again. He turned to the group and barked, "At ease." Then looked back at her, straightened his posture, and gave a salute, not for rank, for respect. "You're the reason I'm standing here," he said. "They left your name off the record." "They always do," she replied. "It was part of the deal." But now, she wasn't interested in staying invisible. That day, she was scheduled to observe the combat drills. Instead, she participated. She dismantled the top 2 hand-to-hand instructors in under 30 seconds each. Disarmed 3 soldiers in a hostage simulation before they even saw her move. And when the top recruit tried to mock her again, she stepped into the ring and made him tap out in under a minute. She didn't need to yell. She didn't need to threaten. She just showed them. Later, when asked why she had never revealed her background, she simply said, "I was tired of being remembered only when the shooting started. So I kept my peace. Until peace wasn't working anymore." The ink on her arm wasn't about death. It was about truth. Proof that bravery doesn't always wear rank. That warriors don't need loud mouths or medals to matter. And that sometimes the deadliest soldier in the room is the one you never see coming, because you didn't bother to look. By the end of the week, Captain Riley Blake had been reassigned, personally requested by Major Holloway, to head an elite tactics unit composed of soldiers who knew how to fight in the shadows. No more paper pushing. No more being ignored. She'd gone quiet for too long, because when your entire identity is dismissed as weak, soft, or unnecessary, showing up and proving them wrong isn't revenge, it's justice. And as she walked away from the stunned crowd, she pulled down her sleeve, covering the marks again, not out of shame, but out of choice, because she didn't need to prove anything anymore. If this story moved you, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and drop a karma in the comments below.